1. TSA ends 19-year shoes-off policy, what travelers need to know. 2. End of the shoe-off policy, what you need to know. 3. TSA's big change, no more shoe removal at US airports. 1. TSA ends 19-year shoes-off policy, what travelers need to know. Picture this, you're rushing through the airport, heart pounding as you race to catch your flight. But there's one less hassle now, no frantic struggle to untie your boots or balance on one foot while slipping off sneakers. The TSA is finally saying goodbye to the shoes-off policy that's frustrated travelers for nearly 2 decades. But here's where it gets controversial, some experts are questioning whether this convenience boost might come at the cost of safety. Let's unpack what's really going on. Back in 2006, the TSA made headlines when they rolled out the shoe removal rule. Why? Because just 5 years earlier, a terrorist named Richard Reed had tried, and failed, to detonate explosives hidden in his shoes mid-flight on an American Airlines plane from Paris to Miami. The incident left passengers and crews on high alert, leading to the now iconic ritual of barefoot shuffling through security lines. But after years of advancements in screening technology, the agency is quietly flipping the script. Starting July 7, 2025, travelers at major U.S. airports will no longer need to ditch their footwear during standard security checks, a move sources confirm will gradually expand to all airports nationwide. Here's the catch, if the scanner still flags something suspicious, you'll be back to square one, buddy. Folks who trigger alarms at the body scanners or metal detectors will still need to endure the shoe-off dance for secondary inspections. And while this might seem like a small win for common sense, consider the ripple effect. The TSA has spent years testing smarter machines to make these changes possible, aiming to slash wait times during peak travel seasons. Think of families with kids juggling shoes and carry-ons, or business travelers sprinting to connecting flights. This change could save precious minutes. But wait, here's the part most people miss, not everyone celebrating. Critics argue that relaxing security measures, even slightly, creates loopholes. After all, Reed's failed attack showed how shoes could hide threats. Could modern tech truly catch every risk? And what about the average traveler who's grown accustomed to the ritual? Will this shift cause confusion at first? We want to hear from you. Do you see this as a smart update leveraging better technology, or a slippery slope toward lax security? Share your take in the comments below, and don't forget to tag a friend who's either thrilled or terrified by this news. 2. End of the shoe-off policy, what you need to know. Imagine this, after nearly 2 decades of travelers begrudgingly removing their shoes at airport security checkpoints, the Trump administration has officially ended this long-standing policy. This decision marks a significant shift in travel security procedures and raises some intriguing questions about balancing safety with convenience. But here's where it gets controversial. Will this change truly enhance security or simply make life easier for passengers? Let's dive into the details. During a press conference held at Ronald Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C., Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced the immediate termination of the shoe removal requirement at TSA checkpoints nationwide. The policy, which had been in place since 2006, was initially implemented to address specific security concerns following evolving threats in aviation. However, according to Noem, advancements in technology and changes in security protocols have rendered the practice unnecessary. Over the past 20 years, our security systems have undergone dramatic transformations, Noem explained during the briefing. We've moved beyond relying solely on physical measures like shoe removal to adopting a multi-layered approach that integrates cutting-edge technology and enhanced processes. She emphasized that today's airport security environment is far more sophisticated than when the policy first began, pointing to improvements in screening equipment and strategies. The decision to abandon the shoes-off rule aims to simplify the travel experience for passengers, boost satisfaction, and reduce wait times at security checkpoints. While most travelers will no longer need to take off their footwear, there may still be exceptions. Certain individuals might be randomly selected for additional screening, which could include a thorough inspection of their shoes. This ensures that flexibility doesn't come at the expense of safety. And this is the part most people miss: not only are shoes being reconsidered, but other components of the traditional checkpoint routine are under review too. Secretary Noam hinted that restrictions around liquids, coats, and belts are also being evaluated as part of a broader effort to modernize air travel procedures. Could we soon see an era where packing your carry-on becomes less stressful? It seems the administration is betting on it, boldly declaring that the golden age of America is here. This timing aligns with several high-profile events planned across the United States, including the America 250 celebrations, the upcoming Olympics, and FIFA World Cup matches. With millions expected to travel domestically and internationally, streamlining airport operations has become a top priority. According to Noam, the goal is to create a seamless blend of hospitality and security. We remain committed to ensuring the same rigorous standards of protection for all passengers while providing a smoother, friendlier experience, she stated. While the general public will benefit from these changes, frequent flyers familiar with programs like TSA PreCheck, Clear, IDEMIA, and TLOS have already enjoyed exemptions from the shoe removal rule for years. What makes this update noteworthy is its universal application. It applies to everyone passing through standard security lanes, not just those enrolled in premium services. Another key factor mentioned by Noam is the success of the Real ID initiative. Encouraging Americans who haven't yet obtained a Real ID, she stressed its importance in verifying identities and bolstering overall safety. If you haven't gotten yours yet, now is the time, she urged. It's one small step that can make a big difference in keeping our skies secure. Interestingly, this move coincides with another recent innovation: dedicated security lanes exclusively for active-duty military personnel. Rolled out just last week, this perk underscores the administration's focus on enhancing convenience without compromising vigilance. So, what do you think? Is eliminating the shoes-off requirement a step forward in making travel more pleasant, or does it pose potential risks to national security? Should other outdated policies follow suit? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear whether you agree or disagree. 3. TSA's big change: no more shoe removal at U.S. airports. No more shoe removal at U.S. airports, a sigh of relief for travelers. After 2 decades, the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, has finally ditched the unpopular policy of requiring passengers to remove their shoes during security screenings at U.S. airports. This change, effective immediately across the nation, was announced by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. While passengers still need to remove belts, coats, and take out laptops and liquids from their bags, Noem mentioned that these rules are also under review. The shoe removal requirement was implemented in 2006 after a British man attempted to hide a bomb in his shoe on a flight to Miami. Noem emphasized the advancements in security technology and the evolution of TSA, stating that they now have a multi-layered, whole-of-government approach to airport security. She highlighted the importance of finding ways to keep people safe while streamlining the process and making it more enjoyable for everyone. Some airports, such as Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport, Philadelphia International Airport, and Piedmont Triad International Airport in North Carolina, had already started implementing the new policy before the official announcement. Previously, children and travelers enrolled in TSA PreCheck, a fast-track screening program requiring fingerprint submission, were exempt from shoe removal. Airlines for America, a trade group representing major U.S. air carriers, expressed support for the policy change, with CEO Nicholas E. Calio stating that it would facilitate smooth, seamless, and secure travel for passengers. The shoe removal rule was adopted after the failed attempt by Richard Reed, known as the Shoe Bomber, to detonate explosives hidden in his footwear on a flight from Paris to Miami in December 2001. The policy also followed the 9/11 terrorist attacks in the U.S., where Al-Qaeda terrorists armed with box cutters and knives hijacked for commercial planes. What do you think about this policy change? Do you believe it will make air travel more convenient without compromising security? Share your thoughts in the comments below.